Welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the time it takes to connect to the spirit world. So I have two students in mind, one that was on a Zoom class, or both were actually on a Zoom class, but two separate classes. They were completely different. And I'm not going to say their names in case they don't want to sort of own it or don't want anything like that. So if they want to own it, they can do that in the comments. But we're going to go through the process of that time that it takes to connect, and how some of us make it very, very difficult. So I can use my own story as such with this example. You know, I was taught that I need to be grounded, and I need to sort of sit and send up my thoughts to the spirit world and do it with an open heart and all that kind of stuff. And what would happen is, like, I would maybe have a busy day at work, or hectic trying to make circle on time because it was at distance and I had to drive and the road would be shut, and so I'd have to have a detour and I'd be panicking like crazy. Don't miss it, I'm going to get in trouble, and all that kind of stuff. And then go in and go, right, now still yourself, and we're going to meditate for 10 minutes and all that stuff that goes with it. And so before you know it, it's like, now make your way to the spirit world, which would be like 20 minutes to 50 minutes later. And so I was always sitting there like, oh, come on, let's just get on with it. You know, it's does it really take this long? I'm thinking of the spirit world already, and I feel like I can do this already. But no, wrong. You're wrong, Charlie. You're wrong. You're too open. You need to ground. You need to close off, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure I'm not the only one that's had this. I'm sure there's some of you that think this way also. So I'm going to share a story that happened the night before this recording. I was doing a Zoom class, and we had a lovely young lady. Again, I won't. She can own it in the comments if she wants to. And I threw her in the deep end. Right, we're going to go away and we're going to do said exercise, and then I can join in the breakout room, go and watch what's going on. And what I noticed, not just in this student, but in most students, is the spirit world is an amazing place to go. It is so nice to go and work with them as regular as I do, and it fulfills my life a lot more. There's just something in it that it still holds its magic. It still feels amazing, and it's something that I really enjoy. Yeah, there's downsides, maybe I'm hypersensitive, or maybe it's a tough reading, or I have a bit of a tough, mechanic and I can't work it out, or I've had a bad day, whatever. It's got its downsides, but it is far outweighed by the magic that the spirit world bring with them. And what I noticed when I asked the students to go and do said exercise or spend time or be in the company of the spirit world is that when I send them off to go and do it, it's almost like they're in pain. The expressions on their face, and they're trying so hard to get there or see it or be aware of it. Everything about it just seems painful. And so I said to this young lady last night, stop, just stop. So think spirit. Here's the intent, gave her the intent of what we're going to do. And do not think on the process. Just tell me as it is. So as all new students, and I don't really agree with it, but it is a good learning tool, is a format. Something that we can give them where they've got pre-asked questions, age, relationship, passing, passions, that sort of stuff, pre-asked, and they can fill it in, and then we can get the beginner up and running. I honestly believe we should be binning that off around the intermediate stage to broaden the mind and better communication. That's just my opinion. Some of you are going to disagree. So I gave her a very simple format. So just do it. Don't think. So is it a man or a woman? Man. Is it friend or family? It's a friend. Where did I meet this friend? At your work. How old is he? Early 40s. Every single statement was correct. Every single one. It was just that she just fired it off in a group of 16, 17 people. She just fired it off. 4 statements, 4 correct statements. I knew exactly who she had and where she was going with it. And then I highlighted to her, do you see that there was no process, there was no rooting in the ground, there was no meditation, there was no protection, there was no pain, there was no you have to work extremely hard for this. It's there. It's omnipresent. It's like the air that you breathe. You know it's there. It's in the room right now. We can't see it, but we know it's there. And so I gave her this idea to just use that way of thinking to go and get a communicator from the spirit world. I reckon it was 2, maybe 3 seconds before she started. So I highlighted to her, see how quick that was. Do you see how now the spirit world are going to work in that way? And it's not about grounding, opening, closing, protecting, meditating. It's not about that. It's here now. You can access it here and now, and you just did here and now. So there is another person that works in the classrooms. In this example, he's male. And he has a wonderful relationship with the spirit world. I really enjoy his way of working. I really like it. The downside, he takes 5 or 6 minutes to get there. So there's a process that goes on in his mind. So what I term as a ritual, I need to feel it. I need to be aware of it. I need all of this. Is the need of the individual. So if you need to ground, if you need to meditate, if you need to open up, it's your need, not the spirit world's need. So these rituals can be broken down or shortened. It's entirely up to you. And that's the great bit about this. It really is entirely up to you. You can have as many rituals as you like in front, the meditating, the grounding, the opening up, all the lists that you've got. You can have them all, and the spirit world will be there. You can remove them all, and the spirit world will still be there. The time it takes to connect is instantaneous. The moment the thought goes to the spirit world for a communication for the client in front of you, it is already happening. It already takes place. And so we have to find a quicker way to get your awareness to find it. So as I said to the students, if you need to feel the spirit world there, speed up that process. If you need to get like the cobwebbing on the face or the temperature changes within the body, then that's your need. It's not the need of the spirit world. It will be there. Your awareness has to find it quicker. So the development is not the practice of reading. The development there is the practice of speeding up the process for your awareness. For me, that's my intent. I move my mind to the spirit world. The same way I ask you to think about your dog. It's there. Think of your cat. It's there. Think of a child, your child. It's there. Think of your job. It's there. Think of your front room. It's there. All of these intents are there. That's exactly what I mean by moving the mind. Spirit world, I'm there. And now I can start the process. So the time to connect, the huge pause and everything that goes before it is entirely down to you. It doesn't matter what people tell you. It doesn't matter that you're disruptive to the class or it's not your way of doing it. It's there immediately. And you just have to find a quicker way of doing it. The spirit world are always going to be there. They're going to be nurturing and encouraging you, even if it takes 20 minutes to start. They'll still be overjoyed by the process of mediumship. But it doesn't have to be 20 minutes is what I'm saying. You can do it instantly. You can dial it in as you're building up your communication from that point. So in short, for this video, the time that it takes to connect is entirely down to you. Entirely. So if you like the video, like it. Subscribe if you aren't already. And I'll see you lot in the next video.